Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing well. I'm back again with a new video of your English class. The title of our today's class is English Mulberry, Chapter 7 Hedy Meets Her Grandfather, Part 2. In Part 1, I had explained the chapter to you. Hope you all have understood it well. Now, in today's class, in part 2 of this chapter, we will discuss the word meanings and some other exercises of this chapter. So, let us start our class now. Students, we will start with the word meanings. We have 5 word meanings in this chapter. First one, good sized. It means big enough. Second, hearth. It means floor of a fireplace. Third, hayloft. It means room directly under the roof for storing hay and straw. Fourth, rummaging. It means searching hurriedly. And fifth, pasture. It means a land covered with grass that sheep and goats eat. So let us start with the first exercise of making connections. Exercise 1. Choose the right answer. In this exercise, few extracts from the chapter are given, and related to those extracts, few options are also given. You have to choose the correct one. So, A part means question A. The setting of a story tells us where and when the story happens. Where does this story happen? Now you have to tell where this story takes place. The setting of a story tells where and when the story happens. Now, in the chapter, you have already studied where the story took place. So, two options are given. First, in a little house high up in the mountains, or is it second one, in a tall building in the city? So, the correct answer is option 1, in a little house high up in the mountains. The story happens in a little house high up in the mountains. Question B. When did Hedy reach her grandfather's hut? Option 1, at night, or option 2, during the day. The correct answer is Hedy reached her grandfather's hut during the day. Option 2 is the correct answer. C part. Which of the following was not in the grandfather's room? Now 5 options are given. You have to tick that option which was not in the grandfather's room. First, fireplace. No, it was there. Chair. Again, no, it was also there. Table. No, it was also there. Television and stool. So, stool was also there. Only television was not there in the grandfather's room. So, the correct answer is fourth, television. Second exercise. A story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. All the things that happen in a story make up the plot. So the beginning, middle part and the conclusion is the plot of the story. All these points make up the plot in a story. Sequence these events from the story. Now, 5 sentences are given to you. You have to arrange them in their correct sequence. Means the thing that happened first will be numbered as 1, and the thing which happened later, then followed numbers will be given to that event. So, I am going to read all the sentences first, then we will arrange them in a sequence. Grandfather took a sheet up to the loft. Hidi explored the hut. Hidi made a bed of hay. The goats arrived. Hidi had milk with a large slice of bread and golden cheese. So, out of these 5 sentences or events, the first one is option B. Hidi explored the hut. Firstly, she explored the hut. She looked inside the room, inside the hut. She stepped inside the hut after her grandfather and she started exploring it. Then, second, C part. Hidi made a bed of hay. Then, A part. Grandfather took a sheet up to the loft. After that, Hidi had milk with a large slice of bread and golden cheese. That is E part. And lastly, the goats arrived. So the correct sequence is 3, 1, 2, 5, 4. Next exercise is reference to context. In this exercise, an extract is given from the story, and related to that, 3 questions are also given. You have to answer the question in reference to that context, to that line which is given. So, first I am going to read the extract. Where am I to sleep, grandfather? Now, the first question related to this line is, what did Hidi's grandfather say in reply to her question? Now, this was the question which Hidi had asked her grandfather. You have to answer the response, the reply given by grandfather to Hidi. Hidi's grandfather said, wherever you like. Question B. Where did Hidi decide to sleep? The answer is, Hidi decided to sleep in the hayloft. Question C. What was Hidi's bed made of? The correct answer is, Hidi's bed was made of hay and a long rough piece of cloth. Second extract is question number 4. Then you must have some more. And the old man filled her bowl again. Now this is the extract and you have to answer the 3 questions given related to this extract. Question A. Who was the old man? Now in this extract it is mentioned that the old man filled her bowl again. Now who was this old man? The answer is, the old man was Hidi's grandfather. Question B. What was in the bowl? As it is clearly written that he filled her bowl again, the question is, what was in the bowl? The answer is, there was milk in the bowl. Question C. Why did the old man fill Hidi's bowl again? Why he filled it again? The answer is, he filled up the bowl again because Hidi enjoyed drinking the milk. Last exercise of today's class. Read, reflect and write. Question number 5. Why was the hayloft a good place to sleep? He decided to sleep in the hayloft. Then why did she decide that place only to sleep in the entire house? The answer is it was a good place to sleep because the hay was fresh and sweet smelling. Also, through a round window in the wall, Hedy could see right down the valley. So, this is the reason why Hedy chose this place to sleep. Question 6. Where did the grandfather's goat go during the day? When did they return? Now, this question has two parts. The answer is during the day, the grandfather's goats went to pastures. This is the answer of the first part, and in continuation, we will give the answer of the second part also. When did they return? And returned in the evening. Question 7. Do you think that Hedy was happy and cheerful or grumpy and fuzzy? Give a reason for your answer. Now you have to choose what or how was Hedy in that house? How did she behave? Was she happy and cheerful or was she grumpy and fuzzy? And you have to give a reason also for this answer. The answer is Hedy was happy and cheerful because she really loved the food and place. Question number 8. Imagine that you are Hedy and your aunt comes to take you away to the city. Now imagine that you are Hedy and your aunt has come back to take you back with her in the city again. Would you want to go with her? What would you say to her? Now you have to tell your response. The answer is if I were Hedy and my aunt had come to take me to the city, I would have asked her to let me stay. I would tell her about the peaceful life of the village. So, students, after discussing the word meanings and few exercises along with the question answers, it's time for some homework now. Your homework is to complete all the word meanings and question answers in your English second, that is Mulberry copies, and all the other exercises in your book. You have to write the word meanings and question answers in your copy, and rest of the exercise you have to complete in your books only. With this, I end my today's class. Hope you all have enjoyed and understood today's class. We will meet again soon in next part of this chapter, that is part 3, where we will be discussing the remaining exercises of this chapter. Till then, complete all your homework and stay safe. Thank you and have a nice day.